Hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I pray you're doing well wherever you are in your corner of the world, sending you the purest of love and light, right? God is for us. Who can be against us? I just want you to know I thank you. I appreciate you. If this is your first time, I welcome you. Returning soul travelers, wow. May God continue to richly bless and keep you always. I just look forward to bringing you these encouraging, uplifting, inspiring, and motivational messages for you to lift your spirit. I love being your guide, our guide, you know, daily as we take this journey through this life, as we navigate the courses of life. And look, I don't want you to think that, oh, she sounds so calm, everything is going well, all the time. No, life is not perfect and it's not smooth every day, all day. But again, it's centering oneself. There are days when I know life is just lifing. And then there are days when I know that the devil and his minions are coming at me. And there are days when it's just me, and God, and it's like, for how long? For how long are you going to allow the enemy or the enemies to continue to do what they're doing, to rejoice over my life? And it's like seeing, my Heavenly Father is like standing there, patient, being so patient with me. And it's like, okay, I need a timeout. I need a moment. And it's kind of like after going aside, having that tantrum, and then coming back and said, okay, I'm ready to listen now. I'm ready to talk about it now. And again, just get grounded and remembering what this is all about. This is not about me. This is for a higher calling and a bigger purpose. And it's the same thing I want you to know, because I don't want you to believe that. And I believe that for the persons who are on this platform, or, who are doing the will of God, again, it's because of the challenges of life why we are here, and it's because we have grown, keep growing, keep learning, and we're here to pour back into you as well. And so this is why even your comments, for those of you who do, and I know some of you probably don't, but I still feel the love and thank you for the support. But iron sharpened iron. And so yes, I love the comments. I look forward to hearing you encourage me as well. Speak life into me. Because again, we're in this together, right? We're in this together. We're in this together. And it's like, it's so funny. The first card that came out, it's balance. Yeah, we're in this together. And again, this is the Magician. So it's like every single day, just being with you on your journey as you manifest life, kind of like helping you to be your guide as you manifest your day, as you speak life into your day. Because the way we start our day, it helps to see, it's like a prediction kind of as to how it will end. So it's like starting our day in the light, on the right course, being positive and uplifting. That is so important. That is so important, because when you get out the door, or when you reach where you're going, or maybe you even at work and you're listening, but again, it helps. It helps because it may even give you a word so that you avoid certain confrontations. It's like you get a heads up from divine. So yes, I love being a part of your journey. Some of you maybe see number 11. But yes, it's like you have the power. Everything that you need, it's in your hands. You know, we have not because we ask not. And it's like for a lot of us, having all of these gifts, everything is like the divine can trust us. Because again, with all of these, you having the sword to communicate truth and love, the cup, it's because you have balanced out your emotions, you know, a lot of healing. You've been through a lot emotionally. And it's like God can give you this holy grail, this cup. He can entrust it to you because you know what it's like to been dealt with or treated unfairly, right? So now when you encounter others who are in a state of some emotional turmoil, you can speak life into them with the sword, the truth. The coin, the pentacle, been grounded, been steady, been sturdy. Wherever you are in your community, your family, your career, you're grounded. You know who you are. You know whose you are. You know your purpose, why you're here. And with the wand, it's being able to protect what you love, what you serve, what you do. You're a warrior. You had to fight. You overcame a lot. You didn't just show up like this. And it's like having that rod to guide you as you walk, as you journey life. You know, it's like your walking stick. It's there to help you. Also with that fire, that passion, that drive, that creativity. So everything we need, it's already inside of us. And God can trust you with that. So I love that for you. I love it for us. I haven't used these cards in a long time. The first one, it says, "Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy." Wow. And then Psalm 46:1, it says, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." Somebody may need to hear that as well. It says here, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Psalm 23 verse 6. Surely. This is like the truth. This is like definitely. Goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. So everywhere you go, anywhere you go, you are blessed. And people benefit from your overflow as well. So again, a lot of you, a lot of us, like I said in the beginning, you're here because of a lot of the things that you have gone through in your life, unfair treatment and practices from people as well. So you could be praying, crying out to God, but again, see, and it's so funny, I took this card out and shuffled, and that's the only card that came up, the balance card. But again, it has all the 4 elements, the magician, you being able to manifest, to speak life into your situation. And it's a reason why the enemy does not like for us to open our mouth, to speak. It's like we have no problem cursing out others or even speaking negatively over ourselves, picking at ourselves. But when it comes to speaking life, complimenting yourself, giving yourself positive affirmations, it's very hard to do. But there is something about when we speak life into the atmosphere. It's like there's something about when we speak it out. It's like it's carried out to be manifested. That is how, for me, it's like the universe is the atmosphere. You know, we speak it out into the atmosphere. And it's like whatever we send out, it boomerangs, it comes back to us. So again, sometimes we have to check ourselves, because guess what? The enemy or the enemies, they're out there doing their manifestation, speaking their lies, how they want things to transpire in your life. So guess what? It's up to you to speak life into your situation as to how God promises it, as to how God says it will be done. So you need to open your mouth. So here we have the psalmist is saying, hear my voice, or hear my cry, O God, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. So some of you could be very fearful of the enemy because sometimes it looks like a lot, right? It's like when I think about the children of Israel after they were leaving Pharaoh in Egypt, and to be able to hear the hoofs of the horses pounding and all of those angry soldiers, even though they probably were miles away, but and looking and seeing how many of you, but it's like of them, but it's like what they had was nothing compared to the equipments and all the swords and the things that the enemy has, right? But it's like all Moses had was just his rod. Just his rod. And God will allow you to use what you have in your hands to overcome the enemy or enemies. And no wonder, yes, with these 4 elements, you know, it's like you don't need 10 swords. You don't need 15 cups. You don't need $1 million. You don't need a lot of rods or staff. You only need one. You only need the right one that comes from God. Because these are like your lifesavers. Whenever you come upon a challenge and you need anything, you can always pull it out. It comes in handy for you. So whatever you're going through, you already have the answer within you. So if it is in our finances, we can speak life into our dead situations, in dead places, in stagnant places. We can decree and declare that mountains and blockages be removed out of our way. See, even though Pharaoh and his army, they were still coming, God didn't let them turn around, but he put things, blockages, so that they could not see them in the day and at night. It's like he put a barrier between them and his people. So God will take care of us, and he will see all of us through, cross it to the other side, to the very last one. And the moment that the enemy put his or her feet or their feet in the promise of God where it doesn't belong, they're going to be overthrown. So yes, he may not remove the enemies right now. It's kind of like the thorn that is in our side, the thorn that is in our flesh. But at the same time, it's like they will not overcome us. So if you are fearful of whatever life situation is coming at you or thrown at you, remember, everything that they're using, you have it in the ace, like the one that is given to you by the hand of God. God gave that one to you. So even if they have a stick, it's something that somebody else went to cut and give it to them. You got yours from God. Whatever you're fighting with, because see, this battle is not ours, it belongs to him. And this is why he makes sure that we have the tools that we need to fight with, to do life with, to live with, to guide us on our path, our journey every day. That's the only card that came out, because back and forth is like, it's closed. It's like, this is it. You know, I'm done with this deck. That's it. And 11, it's such a beautiful number. You know, you may need to look it up to see what it says of you, for you. So yeah, so you could be asking for God to preserve your life from fear of the enemy, because they seem a lot. Because the enemies, they're not up to any good. This is why they're enemies. So a lot of them, could want you to be out in the cold, possible financial or spiritual hardship, poverty, financial difficulty, troubles, hard times, out in the cold weather. So this is what they are predicting. This is what they are manifesting. This is what they are cooking up in the kitchen for you, for us. But God is saying, I mean, the coin is there. And with the manifesto, with being the magician, you have the coin. You have an ace of pentacles from God right there. So it's like anything they come against you with, it's already done. It's already done. So you may be asking God, how long? And God is saying, what is it? You know, it's like when you calm down and you're ready to talk, then we can have a conversation. Because everything that you need, I already equip you with. You have been through so much. And I know I can trust you with my gifts. It's already inside of you. You know, the heartache, a period of unhappiness, that's what they want. Heartache, pain, for you to be depressed, in sorrow, separation, trauma. You know, it's like they're trying to use the things of your past to trigger you. Again, must I remind you, the sword, you have the sword. People who spoke lies, betrayed you, want to cause you heartache and heartbreak. You already have the ace of sword. You have the truth. You know the truth. It's in your hands. And again, whom the Son sets free is what? You're free indeed. You are free indeed. I'm telling you. So it's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because God is our refuge and our strength. He's a present, He's an ever-present help in trouble. I mean, He's the gift that keeps on giving. Whenever we are in trouble, we can count on Him to be there. And again, it's like He already gave us. So look, the 10 of Pentacles here. Hard work will be rewarded. Stability, success, financial gain, community, and family. So again, everything that the enemy has been wanting for you to be in the negative, because again, that's who they are. They're negative. And this is why we're here as positive to balance it out, right? So you will, you know, it's like God is saying, don't worry about it. Trouble does not last always. It's like, this is what I want to tell you all along. But sometimes when we're so anxious, when we listen to the hoofs or the chatters of the enemies, it seems to drown out, or it seems so much that we allow the fear to scare us. And God is saying, I know the plans I have for you, to bless you and not to harm you. I have for you a future, an unexpected end. You know, it's like the haters are going to do what they have to do, but I'm your refuge. I'm here to rescue you. You can count on me. I am your strength when you are weak. When you're down to nothing, I am always up to something. This is what divine is saying. So you, even if you've lost some things, or you even forget in the moment of feeling so overwhelmed that, look, I have this ace of coins in my pocket. I have something that I can lift up to God and say, you know what, thank you. Restore balance, faith, and hope to my life. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget that it's in us. And God is here to remind you that it will come to pass. It will come to pass because I am your ever present. There is never a moment that I'm not near you. I'm the Sun. Everything will go well. Positivity, success, health, fun, good fortune. So yeah, it's like wherever there was drought, there was lack, there was stagnance, imbalance that the enemy wanted for you, God is here to restore everything. Everything will go well. This is the promise of God for you and over your life and everything that you need. I mean, the Sun, that's the happiest card in the deck. You know, everything, your health will be restored. Because for a lot of you, a lot of us, the enemies have been working hard to create an imbalance in our health. Whether it's spiritual, physical, emotional. They want to see you unsteady, unstable. Again, see, when we know how the enemy works, because there is nothing new under the sun. It's the same tactics that they use all the time. But again, because we're humans, we forget. And it's only natural for us to be afraid. Because again, it's like a lot of these enemies, their group is. So you see them in a cluster. And you see it's only you alone. There's nobody with you in the physical, right? And this is why a lot of them, they think that you're such an easy target. This is why so many of them thought that they could devour you. But I mean, I just love, you know, like, I believe it's Elijah, he asked God to open the eyes of his servant so that he could see in the spirit the army that he has with him. So there is more with us than they have with them. And all of our soldiers, they have their swords. I say all of our soldiers, yes, in the spirit realm, they have their swords drawn and they're ready for war and for battle to a lot of these people. So a lot of these people, you know, they will sow whatever they sow, they're going to reap. Again, when the wheel turns in your favor, because weeping only endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I know for a lot of you, a lot of us, the weeping in the night, it is so long because it may take months, years. It's like it seemed like an unending battle. But again, God will restore balance to your life. It's important too that we heal and we forgive and we release these pain and these hurts. And based on what I'm seeing with the Magician card, this is for the people who have done the work, who are doing the work. And God knows that he can trust you, because there were so many times where you could return the same animosity. You could pay these people. You could have gotten out of character. You could have sued these people. And because they think, because you didn't do anything, they think it's because you don't know anything. And the thing is that you know that God fights your battles. And you know that when God does it, it is well done. And they're ignorant because they think, oh, they don't know that we are doing this. They don't know we are plotting this. But see, God knows. And again, I have the proof. Psalm 46:1. He's an ever-present help in trouble. There is no trouble that can come to you that God is not there to meet it right there. That's the hope. That's the confidence. That's the Godfidence that we have. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. See, it's like it's not how we start, it's how we finish. So even though the beginning may have been rocky here, but again, you have the Holy Spirit with you. Goodness and mercy. It's like everywhere you go, it's blessings. It's like droplets of blessings. You know how that woman with the issue of blood, how he just touched the hem of Jesus' garment? It's like people are going to touch you and they're going to be healed. When you come in people's presence, they know that there is something about you. They are blessed as well. I mean, some of you, you can see it. It's like you walk into a business place and it was empty. And when you turn around, you're like, where did all of these people come from? It's like the other day I went into a store and it was so quiet, nothing. And by the time I was getting ready to leave, I said to the cashier, I said, you're going to be very busy now. I mean, it's like all these people came in like out of nowhere. That's the goodness, that's the mercy, that's the favor. That you see, when I tell you, you are blessed and highly favored, you may think I'm making it up. God, confirmation, he makes sure Goodness, goodness, and mercy is following you all the days of your life. And He's your present help in time of trouble. So it's like you are covered, you are safe, and you are secure. It's like, go ahead, go to sleep, my child. I am already up. You don't need to stress it. I am fighting your battles. You know, it's like mercy, that's favor. When He spares us from bad things, that even if we deserve it, He preserves us from it. He's good to us. He's great to us. He's, you know, again, oh, I love it. Look, the Ace of Swords. And I mean, you have that with the Magician. New beginnings or mental clarity, focus, vision, good choices, finding truth and success. A lot of success here. Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. And again, you have it as the Magician. And this is why so many of you, you're such a blessing. You're such a gift to other people. You are the friend that a lot of people miss out on. Because when people will tiptoe around the truth, or maybe people don't like you too, because you are so honest as well. Let's be honest, right? Because again, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy is deceitful. So because you're so honest, people who value the truth, the blunt truth, which I believe a lot of us, we appreciate the truth. It's like, tell me, something is in my eyes, tell me. Something is in the corner of my mouth, tell me. Lipstick is on my teeth, tell me. My hair is, you know, something is not looking good, tell me. Don't be laughing with me or, you know, laughing at me, pretty much. Making it seem as if everything is fine and it's not. You value the truth. And so for a lot of you, you're honest, you have integrity, and it's like you have this sort of truth where people can't play in your face. You know that they're lying to you. That's why you have the truth, to communicate the truth clearly, to be fair. I love with the sword. It's like, to me, it's like when Solomon just started out on his journey before he allowed everything else to get to his head. You know, he was so balanced, have a lot of clarity, was able to see and smell through the nonsense when people were lying. You know, like being that judge, being able to see through it, to dissect it. A lot of new beginnings in your life. Mental clarity again, because for a lot of you, if the enemy had it their way, or maybe for the moment when it seemed as if they were winning, the things they were throwing at you, you know, they were trying to block things. You don't think clearly. You're confused. You're overwhelmed. You're stressed. Leaving you out. Wanting people to reject you. Isolate you. And it's like, yet still, even a lot of them, God allowed them to be successful in doing those things. And yet still, it's like you're out of their way and they're still in torment. Isn't that something? They're still confused. It's like, okay, you wanted me to be out of the group. Now I'm out of the group. You wanted me to be stranded on an island by myself. I am here. Now what? You still don't have peace? Because they're obsessed. Because again, they're working for the devil, and the devil knows that you have a calling and a purpose on your life. And his thing is to try to create some form of, you know, want you to be uncomfortable. But again, here we have the confirmation. We will be comfortable. Because this is not about us. This is about God. This is about the purpose and the calling that's on your life. And God is stronger. He's bigger than the enemy. And the thing about it is that how God is powerful is because he's able to multiply, replicate blessings for us. 10 of Pentacles. They wanted you to be in the 5. God give you double for your trouble. They wanted the swords, even though they stacked 3 more in you. All you need is 1. All you need is 1. The right one from God. You see, that's what I'm saying. With the enemy, it may seem like, oh, it's so many things, it's so many of them. All you need is just one. All you need is one, and you already have it. It's in you. You just need to activate these gifts that's in you. It's almost as if you got this gift for Christmas, and now we're several months away, and you still haven't opened it as yet. You don't know. You have this package. You probably pick it up, put it in the house or wherever you are, and you forget. It's like open your gift. Everything is there. And God is with you in trouble always. And He has goodness and mercy with you. Favor to make a way out of no way for you. I love it. And the Knight of Cups, creativity, sparking motivation for you. Also inspiration, drive, romance, creativity, flirtation, good news. So again, wherever they wanted you to be brokenhearted, you know, again, we all over, we know this. They pay people to come towards you to break your heart. God is going to restore everything. And I love this because it's almost like we have a little bit of everything. Maybe only not the one, but we have, yes, quickly, the one here. The 7 of Wands, protect yourself. You have all the elements. God is protecting you as well. It's like stand up for yourself, fight for your goals, keep pushing, stand your ground. Know God is for you. Nobody can be against you. You're blessed. You're highly favored. I love it for you. I love it for us. Keep going, my friends. We're in this together. Until next time.